using the phone aids in social interaction. It helps us communicate with each other. But the people who are actually in the factories screwing the phones together with those tiny little screws, they don't actually have any social life. The screw fell to the ground in this dark night of overtime, plunging vertically, lightly clinking. It won't attract anyone's attention, just like the last time, one night like this, when someone plunged to the ground.
I found this poet who was a factory worker who had committed suicide.
This was kind of like the thing that really hit home about the gravity of the situation. I'm making a sculpture for the Shed Open Call program. This sculpture references the vernacular of creating suicide prevention nettings outside of the cell phone production factories in China, in Shenzhen. This particular sculpture is to do with work, and it's to do with a very extreme topic. I started to think of the Lotus as the reference point to reconfigure the vernacular. Like the Lotus, the phone comes from a very muddy situation. I was just playing around with like how those shapes actually interact with each other. And then finally you get to this suspended piece. From there, I sort of like move it to the computer. The one that I'm making is sort of suspended from the ceiling and kind of down, so it doesn't have any root. It sort of like floats. I managed to find this netting, similar to the safety netting that you'd usually see here in the United States and in China. I'm hoping the Lotus is a weird enough object for people to want to learn more about it. It's just a record for me to say this is where we've gotten in society.